Hi, one and all. This is Dr. Kumardeep Chaudhary, working as Senior Scientist at CSIR IGIB, New Delhi, India. So, first of all, I would like to register my thanks to Sci-ROI for giving me the opportunity to discuss or share my personal thoughts to kickstart research lab as early career researcher. So, before going further, a little bit of about Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. So it runs around 38 labs or institutes across the country, and you can see the geographical distribution on left-hand side map. And the beautiful thing is that the research activities they they have a broad spectrum ranging from aerospace engineering to ocean science, biological, life sciences, and the physical and chemical sciences. On the right-hand side is the beautiful campus of CSIR-IGIB, Institute of Genomic and Integrative Biology, where the main thrust areas are genomic and molecular medicine, cardiorespiratory disease biology, chemical and systems biology, informatics and big data, in which I work, integrative biology, and functional biology. The overall mission is to translate concepts developed in basic biological research to commercially viable technologies for the healthcare. A little bit of my own research journey. I finished my PhD in cancer bioinformatics at CSIR in Tech Chandigarh in 2016, where was involved in development of more than 20 public domain web resources addressing different biological questions. Then I moved to University of Hawaii Cancer Center, where I developed deep learning based prognostic models, as well as identification of the cancer drivers in hepatocellular carcinoma, which is a predominant form of liver cancer. Then after 2 years, I moved to Icahn School of Medicine in Mount Sinai, New York, where I was overwhelmed with the genotype-phenotype delineation of the individuals, more than 30,000 people involved in the biobank, and the domain area was cardiovascular as well as nephrological diseases. So after landing to IGIB, my research lab is focusing on the following area. Number one is the AI-based solution for cardiovascular disease in South Asian population, because this population is understudied in literature as well as in research and development. There are the European population is overrepresented, so we are focusing right on South Asian one. And another one is identification of robust diagnostic, prognostic, predictive biomarkers in cancer, so that the overall theme is digital and genomic medicine for precision healthcare of complex diseases. And we are expanding our focuses area based upon the national interest. So coming back to the main idea, so personally I view, getting the logistics as well as the monetary support from the three broad scenarios, though there may be another ones also. The one is the ongoing project. So let's say you talk to everyone in your institute, you come to know what is currently going on, what has recently been accomplished, and you let other people know what you are expert at or what is your experience and what you are interested in. And then you come to know, okay, somebody is requiring my skill set, so why don't I lend my expertise to expedite the completion of the objectives. So in that way you can be part of the ongoing projects. Imminent projects means somebody has already written the final draft or near to final draft of the proposals, and after discussions you can think of how your skill set can improvise the proposal, and then you can be part of that. Own projects definitely, which gives you the 100% freedom of what you think, what you can do. So we're gonna talk to two of the many scenarios of the own funding or the full funding for ourselves. One is the CSIR Young Scientist Award. It is basically to promote excellence in various fields of science and technology. And the 5 areas we can see, which are same as that of the CSIR mandate: biological, chemical, physical, engineering, and earth and ocean planetary sciences. Eligibility is the candidate needs to be CSIR scientist on a regular basis for their, and the work should be done in primarily in India. A candidate need not to be more than 35 years of age as reckoned on CSR Foundation Day, which is 26th of September of the preceding year. And what does the award contain? It includes a citation cash of 50,000 and a plaque, honorarium of 7,500 per month till the age of 45, provided the person is associated with the CSIR till that age. A research grant, a nominal one of 25 lakh for 5 years, that is 5 lakh per annum. And the candidate is required to present the presentation before the advisory committee, which include the research project. One is supposed to carry out independently. Contingency and the equipment grant can be envisaged in that. Another famous category is CSIR RD projects. So the left-hand side pie chart shows the category-wise project distribution. So here you can see there are two broad categories. One is the technology product oriented, and another one is the basic research and the niche creation oriented projects. For example, the fast track translational project, fast track commercialization project, they belong to the technology product oriented. And based upon your own interest, experience, confidence, or thinking, or the vision, you can apply for the respective categories, because it gives you a full variety of the categories. If you talk about the themes, so there are primarily 8 innovative themes which support multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary approaches, and the stratification is represented by the pie chart. For example, I belong to the health medical informatics, so I would have to apply under the HTC category. And more detail can be found about, you can browse all the project sanctions so far, or the nitty-gritty, I mean the basic details with this URL scanning this QR code. A little bit about the FTT project. It is a fast track translational project. Existing gaps and the cost to benefit analysis should be included. You should include the building business case and plan preliminary analysis. If it is there, it gives you an edge. Impact analysis can be added. Project components can be stratified into work plan, time frame, itemized budgets, objectives, etc. Risk analysis, SWOT analysis, potential risk, and the mitigation of the same in the developmental phase should be there. And if you need to have some regulatory ethical approval at different stages of development, testing, commercialization, that should be mentioned explicitly. So what are the important considerations by and large for any kind of grant is you have to identify the problem, the relevant problem, and the problem, if it is of national importance, that would be having more weightage. That is my personal understanding, but I might be wrong in that. But definitely, if we are catering to the problems of the people of this country, those kind of problems should definitely be given a chance to be screened in. The second one is the pertinent research questions. So relevant research question based upon the identified problems, they can be taken into consideration. And the clear, realistic objective should be there. I mean, you should be succinct, clear, realistic, in terms of your objectives based upon the research questions you have asked in the previous step. So that the overall idea is your proposal should have the translational potential, which should be for the benefit of the public in large. Another set of important consideration is you have to stick to the guidelines. For example, text formatting, word page limits, etc. The questions we have discussed in the last slide, the proposal should be of interest to the public in large. And the budget items, which is an important part. So here are the 6 main categories: equipment, consumables, human resource, contingency, travel, other research expenditure, or miscellaneous expenditure. So more or less in most of the grants, these are the categories, but they can be more or less. For example, if I belong to the computation biology, my equipment and consumables would totally be different from the person or the applicant who is working in the wet lab experiment. So This has to be taken care of. And as they say, a picture is worth of 1,000 words. So graphical abstract uh, should be a part of the proposal because it doesn't violate your word limit. The first point was the word or the page limits. So if you add your graphical abstract, it tells in a very clear way or a succinct way that what you want to achieve and what is your plan. And your scientific project management aptitude is being reflected by the Gantt chart, which should be part of your project proposal at the end. Yeah, so overall idea is you make a mega template, and you with time you keep on adding different sections, different content. You may have more than one ideas, so you can make different mega templates, but the essential components, which is the objectives, title, research questions, budgetary items, graphical abstract, Gantt charts, they can be part of that, and based upon the specific call you can modify your mega template. Not only that, you have to review your content iteratively, and one of the best ways is to start as early as possible, because it will give you enough time. The very next time you read your proposal, you may find the obvious or the glaring mistakes or things you would not want to continue to be included in that proposal. So with that, you can make your proposal effective. So with that, I wish you all the best, and you can reach out to me at the given email address, as well as you can get connected through the Twitter account. With that, I'll stop, and thank you very much for your time.